That's right, we're here in Utica at the Children's Museum in Utica, New York at the HeroCon 2017 event fundraiser. All proceeds from today and tomorrow's HeroCon event go to support the Children's Museum here in Utica. The atmosphere here is electric. There are creators of all industries here. We have artists, actors, directors, authors, performers, writers, illustrators, you name it, they're here supporting this great cause. Right now we're here talking with Cesar Feliciano. He's a comic book writer and illustrator. Welcome. Thank you for hanging with us.
Well, thanks for having me.
So tell us, are you working on anything currently?
Well, I just finished up a pretty big project, a 10-issue project called The Red 10. It's basically a superhero murder mystery. Has some Agatha Christie aspects to it, but essentially it's how I would kill the Justice League if DC Comics were crazy enough to let me do it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That's a big one.
It's a big one.
What inspired you to start writing?
Well, you know, it's a story that's actually written by Tyler James, and I've added my input to it. But the whole premise of it is, are heroes truly heroes? Do they have issues? Are we putting our heroes on too high of a pedestal and that sort of thing? So basically, in the whole story, we're finding out that these heroes who have this great iconic history actually have bad things underlying them. They have bad things that they've done. And it's almost like they're trying to use the heroics to cover it. And essentially what happens is that someone is discovering what these things are and is kind of putting it out in the public. So, yeah.
That sounds like a fun read. When did you decide to make comic book writing a career?
Well, I've been illustrating comics and drawing comics since I was a little kid. And I've done stuff for underground comics since the 1980s, and I've just been doing it all along. Yeah.
What's the biggest influence on comic book career, and how has that person changed your work?
Well, artistically, it would probably be all of the great illustrators from the past. So your Jack Kirby's, your John Romita's, John Buscema, these kind of great artists. And then, as you become an artist and you're drawing more and more, you start looking at abstract artists and fine artists. And so I find inspiration in all that. I find inspiration in nature, inspiration in my kids. So, yeah, I mean, I look for inspiration everywhere. Yeah.
What do you do to recharge your creative batteries?
I actually just step away. I take time off. When you're drawing, it's just a very almost labor intensive. I enjoy doing it. It thrills and excites me. But when I know I'm done with a project, I like to just take some time and just kind of enjoy the things I've been missing along the way. Like my family, going out running and exercising and spending time with friends and that sort of thing.
Oh, that's great. What element of your work gives you personal satisfaction?
Oh, finishing what I'm asked to do. Yeah.
I think that's most people's answer. Yeah, getting it done. What has been the most rewarding project for you personally or professionally?
Well, I had the honor of illustrating the biography of Justice Sonia Sotomayer that was done by Bluewater Productions, and that coincided at a time when my daughter was going through a kidney transplant and everything. She ended up dying while I was working on that project. But it was very inspirational that Sonia Sotomayer was the first Hispanic to be on the Supreme Court Justice, and So, you know, it filled me as an Hispanic man with a lot of pride, knowing that this Puerto Rican woman was able to achieve such a great height, you know, and she's a Supreme Court justice. That can never be taken away from her. And it's also kind of nice to know that the book is in the Supreme Court archives, so it's kind of neat.
That is kind of, yes, that's an accomplishment for sure. What's the most big idea in or out of comics that you've learned in life, and why is it important to you?
The biggest idea? Well, I think that the biggest idea is that what I have is more about giving than it is in receiving. My wife and I, we foster and adopt special needs kids, and so, you know, we take those kids in and they have issues, and my wife is a miracle worker, I'll be honest. I can't take too much credit, but, you know, I do my part, and they become a part of my heart, a part of my life, and it's just great. They inspire me every day. Like I said, you're looking for inspiration. I find it in those kids that they have problems. You know, they can't walk, and, you know, they have developmental issues here and there, and it doesn't matter. They're just, we treat them like they're any other kid, and they do great. I mean, they're just walking miracles, yeah.
Oh, that is an inspiration in itself. We are going to play a game called Clickbait. Clickbait is when you're on the internet trolling and you click on a link and you think it's going to take you somewhere, but it takes you completely different. And what these are is our girls in Florida have trolled the internet looking for questions, kind of silly, that internet people want to know. And I don't know what they are. What's the last lie that you told?
The last lie that I told, that I didn't tell the true price of something. Oh yeah, this didn't cost that much.
If you could only have one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Would it include gaining weight at all? If I could have this without gaining weight, I would eat it every day. Lasagna. I love lasagna. It does not love me.
Moment on the lips, a lifetime on the head. Would you be willing to lie in court for a close friend if it meant keeping them from going to jail?
That is, I actually have personal experience with that.
Oh, no.
And I gotta tell you, I did not lie, but I also did not rat them out, I guess would be the term. I took the punishment, but they owed me big time.
Oh, gosh. Oh, jeez. Guys, it's been so much fun hanging with Cesar. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, let us know what you think of today's show and our guest. You can also check our guest link below. Remember to subscribe and log in and stay tuned to see who we're hanging with next. Thank you, Cesar. That was awesome.